going to do a book review, and the book is Switched by Jessica Wallman, and it just looks like this. Yeah, there we are. I got this on clearance for 99 cents at my local bookstore, and I was like, yeah, let's check it out, because they had a bunch of books that were 99 cents, and I couldn't pass it up. I love buying books. I really like reading. I did a book review on The Looking Glass War, I believe last spring break, and I've read a few books since then. School normally has me really busy and I have a hard time reading, and then this summer I took a lot of classes, which normally I read, and actually I did read a few books for class during the summer, but I just didn't review them, so I'm sorry, but I'm gonna try and review. I'm really bad at reviewing books, but we're gonna try. So yeah. We'll just read the back, and it's from rags to riches. Laura Mellon is smart, reliable, and tired of cleaning houses for the rich and not so famous, with her starry-eyed mom while the world passes her by. Willa Pogue can't enjoy being an heiress. She's too busy worrying about fitting in at Fenwick, her snooty boarding school, where everyone is brainy, gorgeous, and thin. And then they switch. Then Willa meets Laura, her new maid. Laura's the spitting image of Willa, and she's a total bookworm. Changing places sounds like an amazing idea, doesn't it? So this book first starts out between the two, and it goes between, the book starts out talking about each of them separately. You know from reading the book that they meet and they know each other, and they are either at least think about changing and change, or, you know, something along those lines, and the book is called Switch, so you assume that they switch. But it does give a decent backstory. This book is only like 250 pages, but the pages look like this. Like, it's definitely an easy read. And so yeah, I read this book really quickly. It's very easy read. It's not hard. I would definitely recommend it for any age girl. I don't know if boys would really enjoy this. I don't know, like, it just doesn't seem like a book for boys, but if you like this kind of book, feel free. Like, I don't know. There's nothing in the book that's inappropriate. It's really, honestly, an easy read. And each chapter goes from Laura to Willa, Laura to Willa. Those are the two girls' names. And so on Laura, who is like her mom runs a cleaning business, hers are always cleaning slogans, like Mr. Clean cleans your whole house, and everything in it is like Mr. Clean slogan. Willa's, on the other hand, is more like debutante, so the ball may only last for one night, but being a debutante is most certainly a forever thing. And so basically just like upper class slogans versus the cleaning slogan. And basically, with their switch, this is a good book. They both end up learning what they want in life. One definitely knows it at the beginning. Laura definitely knows what she wants at the beginning. She doesn't know how to get it and like what to do. And then Willa is just completely confused about life and doesn't understand like what to do or where she fits in the world. And this book is really like maturing, like growing into your own skin, I guess, finding what you truly want, and then the people that will be there for you are the people that, and people who love will be there for you. They'll accept it. And it's about not only these two girls growing, but there's other characters like their parents and things like that that definitely grow, and they grow appreciative of their life, but then they do understand, even their parents understand there's more things out there, and they might not want to carry on what their parents do, which is interesting, especially if because both these girls are about to go into college or around that age, so that's like kind of what this book is all like, trying to figure out what they want to do with their life. So it's a good book if you're in that area and your parents want you to do something and you don't want to, or you just don't know what you want to do. This book kind of helps a little bit. It gives encouragement, I think, because neither of these girls really, either they knew what they wanted but didn't know how to get it, or they had all these resources but didn't know what they want to do. Either way, they had people in their lives that ended up helping them, and it was really cool. And like I said, it's a very quick, easy read. I got it for 99 cents. Normally, it's $8 if you live in the US and $11 if you live in Canada. But yes, and I have a Goodreads account which I can link down below, and I talk about what books I've read and books I'm reading. And yeah, I like all types of books. There's not really a type of book I don't like, honestly. Yeah, so if you have any requests for books down below, let me know. I'll link my Goodreads account. This book was pretty good. It wasn't my favorite. The characters, while they were developed and like you got the story, like it wasn't a problem with the story, I like really developed in-depth characters. And this book, with just the size and I think the audience she was trying to reach, it just wouldn't make sense. So I think it's a good book for what it is. But it's just not my favorite book, if that makes sense. So yeah, but I thought I'd mention the 3 books I'm currently reading, and normally I only read 1 book at a time, but since it is school time, I have 1 book I'm reading for fun, and then 2 are actually for class. And the first one is B.F. Skinner's Walden 2. It's about a utopia, so if you like utopias, are interested in like the idea of a utopia, this is definitely kind of describes one. About this far through, I guess, on page 118, I think there's about 300 pages in here. It's very descriptive, so if you like, it's super descriptive. Like I like a lot of books. I have to finish a book if I start it. But this isn't my favorite. I like things that are descriptive, but I can use my imagination a little bit. This describes everything so well, and which is great. I just can't do it. I like action, and I like getting to know the characters. I don't really care about the scenery as much. Like I like some descriptions, so like I kind of understand like what's going on, like the context and everything. But I like character development a lot more. But this is all about utopia, so that's why there's not really character development. So yes. The next book I'm reading for class is Teach Like Your Hair's on Fire. Just looks like this. I actually started this today, and I'm on page 80. It's a pretty quick read, and it's basically right now, it's like a personal textbook. He's writing what worked for him and like ideas and things you can do. So it's like a personal textbook. It is a really good book so far. I have to actually do a project with this with a group. So yeah, I need to read this quickly. But it's really easy. It's about 225 pages-ish, 200 pages. So it's not too bad. It's really quick. And so if you're interested in teaching, or you are a teacher, or in any type of teaching your children occupation or anything like that, this would be a good book. But this is a good book. It's written like it's a true story. It's just basically a personal story of his life and like tips for him. The next book I'm reading is one I started actually before all of these, like this last weekend, and I'm on page 100. And this is called Seeing Red. It is the second book of The Looking Glass Wars, which is the book I reviewed in around spring break time last year, which I can link it down below. It's not the best review, but it is a trilogy, and it's about Alice in Wonderland, like the true story of Alice in Wonderland. And yeah, it's a lot violent, more violent. Yeah, a lot more violent, and I don't really know what else to describe it. Violent and magical, I guess. A lot of the characters are they're the same, but they're different. If you've watched Once Upon a Time, the TV show, it's kind of like that. Like the characters are there, and some of the stories are there, but they're like changed and manipulated. And that's kind of how this book is. Like the characters from Alice in Wonderland are here. Their relationships are sometimes a little bit different or stuff like that, but Alice is good and the Queen of Hearts is bad, you know. The basics are there, but like everything in between is very different, and just the way they portray it's very different. So if you've seen Once Upon a Time, it's kind of similar to that, where everything's there, just all mixed up and jumbled. It's kind of like that, but this is only Alice in Wonderland. So yeah, those are the 3 books that I'm reading. I thought that, you know, if you have any questions on those or wanted me to do a review, leave it down below. I probably will do a review on Seeing Red, just because it's more of a popular book, where the other two are more like school books. So yeah, if you have any questions or if you want me to review the other two or anything like that, leave it down below and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!